Marvin Devine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
All right, folks. Lily's trying to make me. She's trying to make me jealous. I'm sitting in the studio, and she's at a braai in Texas. I mean, look at this. It looks beautiful there. How's it going, Lielie?
Hi. Thank you. It's going great. We are having a community braai. I'm getting to meet everyone. I'm so excited. It's going to be so much fun. It's a beautiful park we're at.
It looks lovely in the background there. So I'm guessing that volunteers who help out, as well as a bunch of South African recent arrivals are there, yes?
Yes. We've got volunteers. I've invited people I've met on my journey, all South Africans. We've invited a company called BedStart, one of the representatives. They've been helping us tremendously with furniture for free for families that's coming in. So, yeah, just a community, getting everyone together so that people can meet each other. Yeah, very excited for today.
All right, Lielie, so I'm going to let something out of your bag, and I hope that your husband doesn't get mad at me. But we were supposed to do this yesterday originally, weren't we?
Yeah.
All right.
So sorry.
So no, you don't have to apologize. I got to explain to the audience here. It's not going to go well for your husband, so I don't want him to get mad at me. But Lielie told me that she would be available at noon on Saturday because her husband had a surprise for her. Neither one of us knew what the surprise was. I just assumed he's like going to take her out for a nice breakfast or something like that. But it turns out that he booked a spa day for her. And I think he missed the part in English where spa day means a day. And so Lielie called me and she's like, look, I'm really sorry, but I'm at a spa day. And she was in her robe and she even offered to go live with me right there. But no, we're not going to do that. But I think your husband maybe got an object lesson of what a spa day is yesterday.
Absolutely. And but it did him well as well. You know, he had the whole day to spend with the boys.
and were you pampered at the spa day?
Oh, my soul, Colonel, let me tell you, I had from nails, toes, feet, scrubs, massages, facials, the whole toot. Listen, husband of the year, definitely.
Well, okay, all right, then he won't mind me calling him out on that story then. So Lielie,
no, it was much needed. You know, I owned a spa.
Okay.
And this was the first time I entered a spa since I got here, and yeah, it was much needed.
Okay, so you used to own a spa. So what did they get wrong? What are they doing wrong?
No, I can actually not fault them on anything. It was perfect. I had the perfect day. And I actually, you know, the thing about Americans, they're very welcoming. And I could ask them a lot of questions like, okay, for your needling, which products do you use this? And they even told me about an expo that's coming up, a convention. And she's like, no, with your accreditations, you can actually go. You must apply here, you know. So I got a lot of inside info. No, I had the best day.
Well, a belated happy birthday to you. So you're what, 26 this year?
Thank you. Yeah, 27, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I missed it by a year.
You got it wrong, 27.
Anyway, so Lielie, you took a job down there helping recruit for a job recruiter, because that's a business in America. You got Indeed.com, Monster.com. You got local agencies, including the gentleman that I met in Cleveland who hire people. So you're working for a recruiter in Texas, and you've been helping, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of South Africans find jobs all over the country. Is that still going well?
Yes, very well, very, very well. We are actually, and what I'm trying to explain to the resettlement agencies here, we try and place people in the line that they're in. You know, we don't take a mechanic and try and put him in a hotel to be a porter.
No, well, that makes all the sense in the world. I mean, you don't want to put a square peg in a round hole.
Yes. So it's been going really, really well. We've helped a lot of people. And what I said to someone the other day, I know everyone wants to come to Texas, but Most of the time, if I recruit someone to a different state, it's not even to Texas.
No, that's the thing I told people. You know, a lot of people are saying, well, Lielie's just bringing people to Texas. I said, no. Her company is hiring people all over America.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
It's
awesome.
all over, and we are getting so many new clients from all over America. So it's just growing, and we'll be able to help more and more and more people, which is awesome.
Well, and I know you do more than just South Africans, but of course your hook and your angle is you understand the South Africans, and that's why I'm sure your employer found you to be very valuable. And the numbers are growing. You saw, I imagine, that Reuters reported that their sources inside the Trump administration say they're going to raise it by another 12,000 before the end of September.
Yes.
That's astounding.
It's so good, you know. It's a lot of pressure, but it's so good.
Yeah, but you look like you're doing pretty well. It looks like a beautiful park. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. The trees are in bloom. It's springtime.
This is so beautiful. They actually, I'll walk there a little bit later and I'll show you. They actually plant wildflowers every year in the park for photos. And there's a little dam, so the guys are going to fish a little bit today. There's a play park. There's we actually rented. We got a permit to get the pavilion here with the brides, and no, it's beautiful and it's safe. You know. I haven't had a moment where I think, oh my goodness, my kids won't be safe here. So safe.
So it's a bride today. What's going on the grill here? Are we looking at lamb shank? Are we looking at oxtail? Are we looking at chicken, pork? What's everybody cooking?
So we've got steak, and I went to the South African shop yesterday for boerewors. So yeah, I said to her, now best we buy a bit extra, you know.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because there's going to be a lot of people.
Yeah, so Carl Rasmus asked us what's the most popular briarwood used in the States. I don't know about most popular, but my favorite is mesquite. Mesquite is grown in the Southwest, and it's really gives a nice flavor to the meat coming off the wood.
Yes, there's a guy. Rian's also used that before, but today we got charcoal. I ordered. Because I order the night before the delivery, because I've got the Walmart Plus. So then if I order for delivery between 6 and 8 the next morning, delivery is free. So last night I was like, okay, what do I need? Put in my order. When they delivered, I got in the car and I came. Perfect timing.
Now, you're going to get a kick out of this. Somebody just said that your accent is gone. No, people in America don't say lost. We don't say lost. We say last. There's no way. Her accent is obvious. I guess maybe people are not accustomed to it. But it's funny how South Africans fixate on those who come over like you're losing your accent. If you have an accent after the age of 7, that's your accent for life, unless you make a concerted effort to change it.
That's the thing. Everyone, when I open my mouth, they're like, are you from Africa?
Well, I'm surprised to ask you that.
Yes.
So the complexes that I visited after we linked up there in that Gucci neighborhood, you and I. Well, I tell you what, Lielie, we should hang out in that place, man. I felt rich just hanging around those people. That was pretty,
I know, right?
It's pretty amazing. But the complexes that I went to there in Dallas, where you're living at, the one you're in, and then the other one, not too far from there. I mean, as a crow flies, it's short, but I had to drive like 1.5 miles around to get to it because the roads. But are those complexes still filling up with South Africans, or are they filling other places now?
They are filled up with South Africans and still more coming in. But right now, so Plano and McKinney, where I met you. Okay, now this is the fancy complexes. Let me tell you, the refugees that's coming in, they're getting it good. So complexes, the Bikini, Plano's filled up. We've got people in Garland. That's why I chose this park, so that there's public transport access for everyone. So this specific park is about 20 minutes away from me, 20 minutes away from McKinney. And about 40 minutes away from Fort Worth. So I just try to do something that's accessible for everyone. But it's a lot of people. There is so many people coming in.
Somebody must have started using your network because you broke up there. We could hear you clear, but your image was now it's kind of, I think somebody must be on Minesweeper or something. Tell them to go play their games elsewhere. You need the network.
Must be all the people I'm surrounded by at the moment. There is so many South Africans here.
Yeah, they're probably all on the phone, video calling people, eating up all the bandwidth. Tell them to get off the phone. So listen, you know, when I was down there, I met like 120 South Africans between the Braai and then coming to the complexes and also traveling a couple other places. It was really amazing. I imagine that number is probably significantly higher at this stage.
No, I think we're over 300 people. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy, and that's just in a few months, and many more to come. You know, well, a lot of people.
There's so many people coming in weekly, because I have contact with different resettlement agencies. They would phone me and like, okay, do you know people that's in this complex? How's this complex? You know, it's so nice for me when a resettlement agency that's not my resettlement agency that I was with. She phoned me the other day and she said to me, I've got people coming in. Do you think this is okay? Do I need? And I said, just make sure there's a kettle. And you know what she said to me? She said, no. I learned this is about a month after we got here. No, 3 weeks. I took a kettle to one of the other families. And she said to me, I learned when you arrived that day with a kettle, I learned I must provide a kettle for every South African family. It's your culture.
Yeah, indeed it is. It absolutely is. Now, in fact, a friend of mine just arrived in Milwaukee, and I sent some things his way through Amazon so he could get set up, some end tables and desks and stuff like that. And he wrote back and thanked me, and then he said, you know, we were getting up for coffee. I'm like, damn it, coffee, South African, I forgot. Yeah, so he, you know, he wasn't looking gift horse in the mouth, but I felt like I failed him because I didn't get him a way to make coffee.
No, we all have kettles here. We make sure that's so between the volunteers here. Let me just tell you, I don't know why God gave me all these people to help out, but they one of the volunteers, she gets like a little bucket together with cleaning essentials. The other one gets like the kitchen essentials together, you know, so every family that comes in gets like sorted out immediately to get away with that for a few weeks.
Well, again, you know, it's a lot of folks coming in the Dallas area, but Lielie, you know, you're like me. I think you're burning the candle at both ends, you know, working so hard to help other people. Maybe at some point here between your job and your family and your kids, maybe, it's you're giving an awful lot. I don't have any kids in the house, so I mean, maybe I've got a better advantage than you do, but you really give a lot. And I don't think people appreciate how much you do for others.
Thank you. Don't get me crying now, but yeah, listen, you know, the slack you've been getting, all the shit people's been giving you over the past few weeks, you don't deserve that. I don't think people have any idea how much it takes from one's personal life. It's to an extent now where it's consumed my entire life. And I'm definitely, I am at some point, I'm going to step back a bit. I'll still continue my stream. I don't know when, but that day is approaching. My kids need me. My husband needs me. And I need me. I need to start. Look, I've grown tremendously. Okay. And I love doing what I do, but I need to grow, you know, and I need to have time to do that. And I don't at the moment.
Well, I wasn't trying to get you to stop helping or back away. No, I just said, now look at this. Your husband went and got you he got you a spa day.
What you did now.
He got you a spa day and now you want to retire. What the hell's going on there?
No, I won't stop helping, but I need to, it's, you know how quickly it consumes your life and you kind of like lose track of reality of what's, I'm not saying it's not important, but my family is important.
Yeah. And
it shows in my kids that I'm, you know, when Christian tells me something and my phone ring, he says to me the other night, and that really, you know, that touched me because my son was busy telling me about his day at the zoo, his field day. They had a field trip to the zoo and he was so excited and he just started telling me this and my phone started ringing. And he looks at me and he's like, you can answer, Mom. It's probably a refugee in trouble somewhere.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I know. Like I tell people, my phone is always on silent because it just never stops ringing. Hey, tell them not to be shy. They can photobomb. We don't mind people popping on the stream.
Please, I want to introduce you. Please come. Just say hi quickly. So this is the most amazing. Hi, nice to meet you. I've heard a lot about you.
Well, thank you, but the video is frozen, so we're not seeing who it is. Oh, there she is. There she is.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
This is our amazing, the most, not just a volunteer, she's my good friend now. And don't cry. But what she does for people, and she has a family too, she has a day job too, and she just never say no. Never say I can't help. I'm leaving now. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Yeah, it's nice to meet her. Yeah, no, it's it's the thing about America is, and you've said it before, Lielie, and I tell people all the time, is that it's not the Kardashians, it's not the Jersey Shore, it's not Airwolf or Knight Rider. It's a very different thing than what you see on television, and people tend to be, especially in Texas, they're so friendly, and most people will go out of their way to help you, even if it inconveniences them.
Absolutely. So what I heard lately was that the only place where they are more friendly than in Texas is Tennessee.
Yeah, no, people are pretty friendly in Tennessee. In fact, I do the radio show, and one of my co-hosts lives in the northeastern corner of Tennessee in Sullivan County, which is not heavily populated. Got a lot of lakes because they built the reservoirs there during the Depression when they had the Tennessee Valley Works to generate hydroelectric power. It's beautiful. And I was like, okay, too many people are moving around me, so how do I get to Sullivan County, Tennessee? Because people are really friendly down there. It's quite a nice place.
Yeah, no, Tennessee. I've got some of my colleagues are there, so we actually doing quite a bit of placements there. And even my boss, he said to me the only reason he's in Texas is because he didn't go to Tennessee first.
Well, that's understandable. Tennessee's gorgeous, although Nashville has a little bit of a crime problem, but it's not everywhere in Nashville. But the rest of the state, just Chattanooga, it's an amazing state. Yeah. It's really lovely, great people. It's called the volunteer state because the Tennessee volunteers always volunteered for whatever conflict. They had no trouble raising volunteers and soldiers, whether it was for the war in Mexico, Texas, or it was the Civil War. They always volunteer. So, what are you looking forward to eating at the Bride today? I mean, you want a steak? Do you want lamb chops? What are you going after?
Let me see. What are we guys frying? What are you guys frying? What did you bring? Boerewors. Everyone's bringing boerewors, steak, chops. I'm sure someone's going to bring chops. No, is it South African braai?
Yeah.
Is it South African braai in Texas?
Yeah, why not?
If you wouldn't mind, I want to show you. I want to just step back so I can do a. I hope nobody. Landy, hello. Let me say. Hello. Come say hi. Colonel, how are you?
Hey guys, you're not on video. It's a bad signal, but hopefully it'll show up.
Perfect. Have a fabulous day.
Likewise. That's terrible. Now I can see something. Yeah, it's really slow. It might be because you're under the cover. I don't know, but there you go. We're getting a little bit of images.
Let me move out a bit.
Yeah.
Let me move out a bit. I want to flip the screen so I just want to show you.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Lovely. Very green for Texas. Everyone thinks that Texas is brown, but it's got lovely green spots too.
So look at the guys there. You see all these people there?
Yeah, way in the distance under the trees. Yeah.
They're fishing.
Cool beans.
So this is all of us.
Awesome. So Lielie, did you see that I went to the South African Braai and Potjie Fest in Virginia?
I saw. Did you have fun?
Well, I was a judge for the Potjie. And
good,
I don't eat lamb and I don't eat oxtail, but guess what I ate as a judge?
Lamb and oxtail.
I did, and guess what the winning dish was? And the team that picked the winner was my team, and it was lamb shank.
Oh, wow. That must have been a good potjie then.
Oh, it was an incredible potjie. I'll tell you what, that's almost enough to convince me to eat sheep now.
Well, that's something I miss because you don't really get it in all the butcheries here or in Walmart.
Yeah, that's a good point. But you can find it. It's just it's a little bit maybe a little bit harder. See, we've got.
I think Costco's got, but and in the more the Mexican butcheries.
Yeah, so the challenge for you is that you're in a big city. You know, near me there are at least 3 or 4 different slaughterhouse and butcheries. You know, so I can go to those butcher shops. I can go to those, and they'll have stuff like that.
Yes. So there was something I wanted to tell you, and I wanted to make it clear on the line because I see the messages. I saw your live, and I sent you a message right after, and I told you do not listen to all these people. You are much more than what these people are giving you credit for. Every bad message, every bad rumor, every bad post about you, never ever forget what you do for people, and you know that, we know that, and how much you mean to us. They were always the highest trees gets the most wind, right?
That's what they say.
And you're a rock star. Please don't think about that.
I'm a rock
star. Don't ever let them put you down.
Lielie, I'm a rock star. I'm a rock star that can't sing.
But I've heard you sing. At least you try.
Oh gosh, no, it's terrible. I frighten cats. I frighten cats.
I just want to put my flowers down. There's a wind here. I don't want it to bump over. It's my first plant. Got a plant.
That's nice.
So there's lots of people coming up now. Sure. You should have been here.
Well, listen, I had a donor who helped me fly last time, but my donors don't pop up every day to pay for my flight, so.
I didn't think the turnout was going to be so big. Next time.
Well, listen, I'm going to have to come back to Texas this year. Maybe after the Springboks game in September, I can come down.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, but I will tell you this much, Lielie. I'm not coming to Texas in August, even if somebody pays for my trip.
We'll organize that. We'll do a GoFundMe. I've seen GoFundMes for nothing.
No, I don't think you heard me. I said, even if somebody pays for my trip, I'm not coming to Texas in August. It ain't happening. Because it's hot. It's horribly hot in Texas. Wait till August comes. It's miserable.
I'll get the baby pool. You can sit in the baby pool in the shade.
Well, the baby pool's going to have to be everywhere I go because it's so darn hot.
Filled up with ice.
Oh my goodness. I 3 years in a row, I was in San Antonio in August and I thought the world was going to melt.
No, look, the weather's beautiful today. We had a bit of cold weather for a few days. But it's insane. It's the one day it's super hot, next day it's like ice cold. Today it's beautiful. It's the perfect weather for this bride.
Well, with all the volunteers and all the help that people are getting, is there anybody who's that you know of down in Texas might need some help that's in a little bit of trouble?
No.
That's good. That's good. That's really good to hear. All right, so yeah.
No. I think everyone here, and I know there's volunteers in Houston is also amazing. So Texas, I think we've got Texas.
So I've got a question for you, Lielie. Serious question.
Yes.
All right. So with all the South Africans that are beating a path to your door, are there dents in your door, or has the steps been worn down from all the South Africans coming to your place?
Well, doors are still up because my door's always open. And that's kind of the thing about no good deed goes unpunished, right?
Yeah, indeed. You leave that door open, people. If you build it, they will come.
But we went to view some houses yesterday, and we found one. So we'll be applying. I think either tonight or tomorrow I'll fill in the forms. We are moving to Fate if we get approved.
All right, you need to make sure that that house has a fire pool and a spare bedroom for me, okay?
Well, according to Adrian, my youngest son, there's no pool. There's a community pool though, but Adrian wants us to plant a jacuzzi. So I'll need to plant a jacuzzi there. But there's a spare bedroom. So you're welcome anytime.
That's very kind
And
of
I've
you.
got aircon, I've got AC, so you
Okay,
are
okay.
good.
Well, that's a deal breaker. No aircon, then I'm not coming.
No,
Oh, my
that's a
goodness.
deal breaker for me too, though.
Yeah. Well, Lielie, it sounds like things are going mostly pretty well for folks down in Texas. I'm glad to hear that. But we did have a few people out migrate, but from Texas. But that was because they had job offers to go elsewhere.
There's people think so many people has left Texas to go elsewhere, but there's also people. Look, California. I know there's a big problem in California, and it's not the resettlement agency. It's the cost of living. It's the taxes. It's the wage that people will get. And it scares people. I've had people approaching me over the last couple of weeks that would phone me and they say, our resettlement agency is incredible, but they can only help us for a month, because the one bedroom is $2,500.
Woo. That's a lot.
So people are, and I know they feel stuck, because they are willing to try, they want to try, but that little thing of the rent, it's only going to help them a month. What if they don't get a job? What if this? So there's a lot of people from California coming to Texas and to other states, not just Texas. And I can understand why, but I'm also like telling them, you've got the support, give it a try, but people are scared. Not everyone, and everyone asks me, what would you do? And I'm honest, I tell them, I am me. If I take me, I would stay, I will make it work because I know me. Okay. But then I take my husband. Rian's not like that. Not everyone's the same. Not everyone will have it to make it. And I tell them it's up to them. I try and convince them, like, give it a try, talk to your agency, talk to this. But people are scared. They are scared that they won't be able to handle, to be able to afford the housing. The housing's incredibly expensive in California where they're placing people.
Yeah, no, it's not just the housing. The petrol is also expensive out there because of the extra taxes and the multiple blends that they require in California. When I lived in California, it was over $5 a gallon, and in Iowa, it was $1.78 a gallon. It's just crazy. You got a distraction there.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
No, everyone's coming up now.
No, I see that. So Barbara Vayer said in the chat, Lielie and Colonel Chris, you are both history makers. I believe one day many will look back and your names will be written in history books. Well, that's kind. I don't know if that's true, but thank you for the thoughts. I'm sure Lielie appreciates it like I do.
Thank you. I do. But you know what? Today, and if I look at my community here, I think we are all history makers. And what I notice now, people are coming in and they're paying it forward. And that is what is supposed to happen. If you get a little bit of help, be kind when someone else comes in. Just show them once how a food pantry works. If everyone does that once, things will be a lot easier for the next people. And on the volunteers as well. The volunteers here run around till 10 o'clock at night here, every night.
Yeah, no, I don't doubt that at all. There's a lot of folks that really pour their heart and soul into it, and I think those folks don't always get appreciation or recognition, and they should get it. Lielie, listen, I'm enjoying the conversation, but you're at a braai, and also your connection has been spotty, so we don't want images of you like when your mouth is wide open talking, it's stuck on the screen for a minute or two. So what I'm going to say is that why don't we wrap this up here, and then next time you'll be at home and we'll get a better connection. How's that?
Absolutely.
All right, so Lielie,
I'm gonna force you to do definitely a monthly, at least a monthly one now.
okay, well, that's I'm sure that's fine. I mean, you just got to pay me a little bit. I mean, after all, I make money off refugees, right?
No, that's all we do, right?
No, but seriously, Lielie, any final thoughts here before you get back to the braai, and then I'll let you wrap up, and then we'll end it here.
No, I just, people must be grateful to be here. They mustn't expect the white picket fences. I know I always say it, but they do.
Well,
and thank you for you, and sorry about all the drama you had to go through this past 2 weeks. It's unnecessary and uncalled for.
well, thank you for that, Lielie. But I'm going to quote you as we wrap up, and I'm going to say, as Lielie says, trust the process.
Absolutely.
All
Even
right.
though it's so up and down, just trust it and have faith. You know, don't stress about something you can't control. God is in control of that. He's got you.
All right. Thanks a lot, Lielie. Love to Rihanna and the kids and everyone out there in Dallas. It's been a real pleasure chatting with you today, and we'll do this again soon.
Thank you so much, and thanks for having me, and thanks for not putting me on your show yesterday in my robe.
No worries, and thanks to your husband for Rion for getting you a spa day. I mean, you look so energized now. Not that you're ever down to the dumps, but that must be awesome. Now I want a spa day.
No, God gave me the best.
All right, bye bye.
Well, have fun, and I'll send you some photos. Bye.
All right, bye bye. All right, folks, that was Lielie in Texas. Got a big braai today. It's going pretty well, so I hope you enjoyed that conversation. That was our Stammtisch, which is a German phrase for, it's like a table of honor in a restaurant. It's reserved for the best guests and the frequent people go to a German pub or restaurant, the Stammtisch. So thank you for joining us. We hadn't done it since December. We've both been busy. Of course, in late January, I was supposed to go to Dallas because the weather delayed a week. Actually was there on the 7th of February. Which is amazing. And so I saw all these folks and saw Lielie in person in February, but now it's a couple months later. So Lielie and I will do this again soon. As she said, she wants to do at least once a month, which we'll try to do that. And thank you all for being here. Be sure to hit the like button, folks. Somebody says, after my comment, I realized that this chat is for the quick movers, no sympathy or pre-take questionnaire. Actually, Arno, you're talking out your backside. There's no pro anybody. Quick movers. There are no quick movers. This is what a bunch of nonsense. You know, dude, you're going to come here and spread nonsense. I don't know how many times we have to do this and tell people that all the people that I've interviewed waited months and months and months and months and months. I just finished an interview with someone who waited over a year to come over here, and I've talked endlessly. We haven't had anybody. So I mean, stop. If you know, you're just a troll. That's unfortunate. You want to sit here and do that and then come in here and lie about it. There's no pro this. That's just utter nonsense. Nobody was talking about anything like that. Nobody's talking about months or how long anybody waited to come over here. You just threw that in there to troll. See, that's unnecessary. That is meant to sow division and to discourage people. So anyway, yeah, exactly. John Brown waited over a year. Exactly. Hey, what's up, Botman? Anyway, so that's going to be it. I will be doing an interview with Lawrence McDonald, the former ANC Member of Parliament, who is now in Florida. And that will be not a live stream, but I'll publish that video as soon as I get a chance, and it'll be coming up shortly. I will have the Refugee Cafe Clutch coming up at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that's going to be 8 p.m. South African time. If you want to come in and join us for questions and answers about refugee situation, you're welcome to do that. But be warned, trolls will be moored. Your nonsense will not be tolerated. You will not be tolerated in the Refugee Cafe Clutch. It's for people who want to have a candid conversation, not for people who want to troll. All right, we'll see you shortly. My thanks to Lielie, my co-host for this segment of Stammtisch, and we'll catch you guys in about an hour and 48 minutes on the Cafe Clutch. Okay? Cheers. Bye-bye.